What is up, YouTube? It's Dylan from Team Board Wipe, and we have
Brian Kalina from Team Board Wipe.
Team Board Wipe, another Team Board Wipe member. We managed to get 3 of us in top 8 today. And what place did you get, and what deck did you play?
I got second place today with True Draco Zoo.
Nice. All right, let's get into it.
All right, so Zoo lineup, I played 2 Rat, 2 Whiptail.
Can you turn them around?
I can, absolutely.
Thank
2
you.
Rat, 2 Whiptail, 2 Ram, 1 Thoroughblade. Obviously, Rat's really good. I decided on 2 Ram because of the diagram plays.
Yep.
It's really good, and if I'm forced to Desires, before I can pop with diagram, I'd rather have 2 Ram in case I banish 1. And Whiptail, when I was testing, I was playing 1 for a long time, and it wasn't terrible, but I would find myself being able to win more easily if I had to, especially with Desires. If I was banishing 1, I'm banishing my only 1.
Yeah.
So it's like having 2 Whiptail actually really helped a lot today, and I don't think I'd actually change this ratio at all. This works.
I really like that you chose the 2 Whiptail because like when you watch a lot of the True Draco Zodiac deck profiles, you notice a lot of them say, "Oh, I missed the second Whiptail. Oh, I banished it off Desires and I lost because of it." So this just really fixes that problem.
Yeah, Whiptail came in clutch a lot today. And then for the True Draco cards, I did kind of standard, kind of not though. 3 Masterpiece,
Oh,
and
this is interesting.
3 Dynamite. I didn't play any Ignis in the main. I expected to win about half your dice rolls, honestly, and not every opponent is going to pick to go first if they win, especially in a new format like this where people are playing a bunch of different decks. So I didn't want to see Ignis going first. Dino is just infinitely better. The traps are infinitely better. So I'd rather just play 3 Dino, 3 Masterpiece, and then you'll see later I sided in Ignis when I was going second, but in the main deck I just felt like this was...
So you went with 3 Masterpiece. Most Zoo Draco decks are only playing like 1 or maybe 2. Why'd you go with 3?
I didn't honestly put that much thought into it. Throughout the day I drew double Masterpiece, and honestly when I did, it was never bad.
Yeah.
There was one time where I had 3 in my hand at one time. I didn't lose the game because I was able to cycle with Dino in one of the traps. I didn't draw any Zumaches that game.
Okay.
So I was able to cycle with some of the other True Draco cards and continually summon and resolve all my Masterpieces. I might cut it down to 2 because it's inherently less bricky, which opens up room for another card. I don't know what I put in, but 3 wasn't the worst in the world, but I think 2 would be good too. The people who play 1, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
Masterpiece wins games.
It's a winning condition.
And it works so well with True Draco, I feel like you have to play at least multiples. And then for hand traps, I played 2 Ash, 1 Maxi. Most people were maining Ogres today. I picked Ash because it's more generic, and with the variety of decks that I expected to see because it's one of the first regional weekends. It is the first regional weekend.
Yes, it is.
Since Lynx. I felt like Ash was going to be better in the main, and I don't think I was wrong. I liked Ash a lot. When I was testing for this event, I was testing it in the side, and I sided it in every single match, with the exception of Peerzu. But in the main deck, game 1, I don't hate it against Peerzu. It can hit Desires. If you're desperate, it can hit Tanky. It hits combo to stop them from shuffling stuff back in.
I agree. I think Ash Blossom gets too much hate, especially for their Peerzu match, because sometimes it's just really good having it for the Desires and the Maxi.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I like Ash too.
I didn't Ash any Desires today, but I Ashed multiple Maxis.
Yeah.
Because of the combo that I'll talk about in a second. Spells, 3 Diagram, 3 Terraforming, obviously.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna skip over the other True Draco spells because I want to talk about the Barrage. I played against a couple True Draco Zoo mirror matches that opened Diagram Barrage, didn't end with Dryden, a rank 4, and a True Draco monster.
Alright.
And I don't know why, because these 2 cards are so good.
Alright, so yeah, how about you show us the combo at the end of the video?
Yeah,
so for those who do know the combo that are still watching, we just continue with the profile.
Yeah, and then I'll show that combo at the end of the video, but it's nuts.
Alright.
And then for the other True Draco spells, I played Triple Heritage. Heritage is really good. I only played 1 Disciples. I I don't know if that was the right choice or not. I hardly ever resolved it because a lot of times if I drew it, I had to use it first to bait stuff before I did other things, so I couldn't shuffle 3 back. I would consider playing 2, maybe even 3 if I tested a little bit more, but 1 was too few. And then 3 barrage, obviously. I only played 2 tanky. When I was testing, I was playing 3 and I sided this 3rd one out, going second all the time. And with the 2 Draco cards, you don't really need 3. You have 3 barrage to get to the zoos, and if you don't get to the zoos, that means you have a hand of 2 Draco cards that will work really well with each other. So 3 I think is too much, especially since it's only once per turn. And then 2 Desires, 1 Raigeki, and
Team board wipe.
Team board wipe. And then 1 Soul Charge. Soul Charge doesn't need any explanation. It's nutty. Raigeki, since Pure Zoo did so well at the ARG, even though it is like a new and varied format, I expected to see a lot of them, so I wanted to make a board wipe.
Okay.
And then Desires is Desires. I like 2, I don't like 3.
Simple enough.
Yeah. And then for the traps, I did the 2 and 2 ratio, 2 return, 2 apocalypse. I was originally playing 3 return, but I would often side out 1 return and 1 apocalypse. And 2 and 2, because I was maining 3 dino, just seemed better. Because I don't need to play as many of these if I'm maining 3 dino, because I'm going to see them more often.
Yep, so you don't draw like a lot of multiples.
Yeah.
That's
so,
nice.
I didn't feel the need to max out more of these. I almost cut another apocalypse, but apocalypse is so good. Just because you can activate the damage step.
Remember that, folks.
And yeah, apocalypse from the damage step. Really, really good.
All right.
Fun fact. And then I played 1 Zoo combo. I've seen True Draco builds that don't play Zoo combo, and I don't know. Like I don't like not being able to shuffle back resources.
Yeah, especially because you have a lower monster count. It's just good.
Yeah. And if you draw it, you can pop it off diagram, or you can set it and surprise them with what's up there. Extra deck. I played 3 Trident, 3 Broadball, and then 2 Tiger, 2 Shakanine, 1 Borbo, 1 Hammer Kong. For a lot of the pure Zoo builds, people were playing Mrs. Radiant, which means you needed a 3rd Shakanine because Shakanine is really, really good with Mrs. Radiant. I wasn't playing Radiant, so I didn't feel the need to add a 3rd Shakanine, and that let me keep my 3 Broadball, 3 Trident, which is extremely necessary. All the time. If I could have, I would have played 2 Hammer Kong.
Yep, that came up for me a lot of times too.
And what I did to play around that was instead of just going into Hammer Kong first, I would always summon Borbo first and save Hammer Kong for when I needed it. But that means I don't have Borbo to make desperate like attack directly plays.
Yeah.
So 2 Hammer Kong is probably good.
I think it's correct to play 2.
Yeah, and if I had to take a card out, I would probably take out the Emerald. Because I also played Dweller, Tornado Dragon, and Emerald.
Okay.
You just don't need Emerald. A draw is nice, but like unless you're digging for sided cards, games 2 and 3, it's better to go Tornado Dragon or Abyss Dweller when you can make a rank 4. There were games that I won going first because I made Abyss Dweller, not even knowing what my opponent was playing, just because
it's just really strong against every deck right now.
Yeah, Pure True Draco, obviously, and True Draco Zoo. It's really good against Dinos. But even like random plays in Invoked and Zoo, like you can stop them from recycling combo as soon as they'd like. You can stop them from getting Alistair back to their hand if it's invoked as soon as they would want to, and that can make a difference.
Okay.
And then Tornado Dragon's Tornado Dragon.
Yep.
But,
so your main point is definitely play Abyss Dweller and Tornado, but cut the Emerald? Alright.
Yep.
Sounds good.
If I had to cut something for a second Hammer Kong, it would be the Emerald.
Alright.
I never made it once today. And then side... I sided the 3rd Ash Blossom and then the 2 Ogres. Went back and forth about maining these, but given the new format, I decided to side them instead. And then I talked earlier, I sided 1 Ignis because you don't want 3 Dynamite going second. It's not good. So I put in the Ignis going second, and then it worked really well. As long as you have access to your spells, which can pop their back row when they go off, so it's really, really good. And then 2 Gamma Seals, there are a lot of problems. Master Beast is a huge problem, and Dinos, the Ultimate Tyranno, and VFD.
Yeah.
Hard to deal with, so Gamma Seals help out those. And spells, Triple Cosmic Cyclone, which I actually didn't side in at all today because I never played any pure True Draco.
Okay.
And that's kind of what I kept him for. The mixed True Draco Zoo, I didn't feel the need to put him in because I just had other cards that I thought would be better. And I didn't play any pure True Draco, so I just didn't side him. I would keep him though. 2 Dark Holes, board wipes. Board wipes are good. I don't know if I'd keep them in just because everybody is playing Pianissimo in the pure Zoo build, and it's not as good against the True Draco Zoo build. So I actually ended up siding, when I was going second, instead of putting in the Dark Holes, I would leave in 2 D barriers instead of 3. Going first, I'd side in 3. Going second, I'd have 2. Yeah. So I still think this is good going second.
I agree.
And then I played an Imperial Letter. Won me a game. When my opponent drew it, it lost me a game. It's a good card.
Alright.
Just play it.
Awesome. So yes, now that the deck profile is done, how about we go over the combo? So for those of you who do not know the combo, will now know.
Yeah.
And the rest of you can just leave.
I've seen one YouTube video with it. I don't remember who did it, but there were people who weren't doing it when they had Diagram Barrage. So you barrage into Rat, and then you go whatever, probably Borbo, and then you summon the Rat.
You have to meditate for years. I literally look people in the eye and say, your cards are...
And then it's really important that when you overlay for Broad Bowl, you search for Ram Ram.
Yep. There's a pop it with the diagram.
Because then what you're going to do is, to get your main extra deck zone free, you're going to overlay into Trident, and then overlay in Shogunine on top of it. Shogunine back the Trident.
Oh, okay.
And then Tiger Mortar, a material. I always attach Broad Bowl because I have 3 Broad Bowl and only 2 Shogunine, so attach Broad Bowl to Trident. And then you can diagram the Ram from your hands. And this is where it depends on what else you have in your hand. Like if you have a spell.
And like you can tribute the Tiger Mortar.
Yeah, if you have the spell already, you can search for a masterpiece. And then you tribute the Tiger Mortar.
Yep.
And the spell to summon Masterpiece, because the Ram is going to bring back this Rat. And if you have a Masterpiece, what I usually did was search for Dino, because you didn't normal summon because you barraged. So then you tribute Tiger, normal summon Dino, and then first turn, if I don't know what I'm playing, I'm always going Dweller.
Yep.
Just because Dweller wins games if you guess right, and a lot of the meta Dweller hurts.
Alright, yeah, so in the end you'll get a trap card from the Dino and then the Dryden Pop. So yeah, guys, it's a really strong combo. Alright.
Diagram Barrage.
Sounds good. Awesome. Do you have any closing thoughts, shout-outs, Brian?
Yeah, shout out to Team Board Wipe. This is my first regional since I've been on the team, so getting second place is really cool. Shout out to also Chavaris at Pro Tournament League, store in the Quad Cities. They've been helping me test for the last couple months. He's been helping me with cards, so that was really helpful. And Dylan,
thanks.
James, and Jake for coming to the regional. Team Board Wipe.
There's James.
Yeah, that's about it.
Alright, thanks you, Brian.
Thanks.